I've been in dental for 20 years. Most of my career was with distribution. I had a long career as an equipment specialist, so I had a chance to build a lot of practices, and I was there for all the growing pains when they were adopting technology, adding on to the practice, building new practices, so I was there for a lot of the struggle, as you will. The main driver was about moving back towards family, right? At the end of the day, a lot of the conversations that we have are about what's best for you and your family. And for me, this was an opportunity to move back home after 20 years, get a chance to work with my brother and my cousin. They're my partners. And I know that I'm joining a great organization. I know a lot of people here, and I know that we're in good hands, very talented group, and that was exciting to be able to be a part of that, even to spend time with some of my colleagues and, look around the room and you know that you're in a room full of people that know what they're talking about. It's interesting, so many of the conversations that I first have with doctors, they might come up to a table. Last week I was at a meeting, a doctor who I know has a well-established practice, and her response to me was, "I'm so glad you're here. We all have questions. We all have questions." So she invited me to speak to her study club, and that was the thought amongst the group was, here we are, we have established practices, we've been very successful, and now we're at this point, at a crossroads, if you will, and we don't know what to do. And I found that to be stunning, like surprising, where you have these successful people with these practices and now they really need help. And that is an interesting position. It's interesting to hear. And in terms of answering your question, in terms of having a process, anytime that you're doing something and you have a process, it's going to increase your opportunity for success. When things get stressful, when they get confusing, having a process is a good way to kind of check in and see where you are, even kind of give respect to what you've done to get here, and then also, just kind of refocus. This is what's next, one step at a time. This is what we need to do to kind of finish out, and that's what's nice about having that process to refer back to. When you choose to work with a broker, you now have an advisor. I like to think it's someone who can help remove the emotion. This is a very emotionally charged event, and somebody that can basically be the river guide to help you see the obstacles that are ahead, steer the ship out of rough waters, kind of remain even to help you accomplish your goals, not lose sight of what's at the end. That's really what a broker should bring to your transition process, is somebody that you can rely on who can help you get to the end.